Hey guys, it's your boy Phil coming at you playing some Rift Wizard. I just wanted to do a quick showcase of a good build for a beginner because it also lets you show off how some basic synergies work in Rift Wizard. A lot of new players always feel overwhelmed because you can only do one action per turn, and the army of enemies slowly encroaching onto them is pretty hard to take out unless you maximize your actions. So let's just pop in a game. The build we're going to talk about today is a basic Nightmare Aura Ghostfire build. This is what I first used to beat the game. It's not too difficult to get set up, and once you have the build running, it's not too hard to pick the rifts that you can clear easily because it's pretty easy to recognize. So, core of this build is Ghostfire. So Ghostfire is a dark fire spell that whenever an enemy takes dark and fire damage in the same turn, it summons a fire ghost. And fire ghosts, they have a little ranged attack. And this skill's really powerful because not only I'll show you how efficiently we can trigger it, but also how it'll self-propagate and flood the field with its minions. Yeah, we actually got a pretty good start here. Dark circle, dark circle. So, step one, first things first, you need a spell, right? I always like starting off with fireball, right? So real easy. Let's see if we can kill that gate right away. Boom, easy. Alright, so now, here's the magic spell that's going to make it all better. Nightmare Aura is also a pretty good aura spell. So what Nightmare Aura does is for 30 turns, you randomly deal 2 arcane or dark damage to each enemy in a 7 damage tile, or 7 tile radius. So right here, let's take a look at where we want to go. See, the circle might be a little appealing, but I'm not going to do anything conjuration yet. So, I always say for new people, get some health. Storm Troll Crown might actually be useful for helping out later, but I think this one looks good. Let's look at the other one. Maybe the rifts are a little closer together. These toxic baths are kind of big right now for what we have. Well, we'll do this one. We got Nightmare Aura. Okay. Alright, oops. Make sure to buy your spells. So, little trick. For enchantment spells like that, if you're actually standing on the rift, you can cast it and then press I to interact with the rift. And now, wherever I spawn in, right away I'll already have the enchantment working for me. So, okay, let's take a look here. See, I want to take out this Goblin Gate the fastest because they have more health. Alright, let's start here. Oops. Perfect. See, a Nightmare Aura, it's a pretty big radius already at base. So as these enemies come in, I'm not even casting any spells. Ooh, except right here, look at that. Let's see. Got him. Gates will be a little annoying at first since they have more health. That's okay right now. We're getting a pretty efficient use of our mana potions here. Oh, and I can actually show off another little trick. Alright. So, let's see. I do have mods on, so you might see some things that aren't in the base game. Well, I'm not really a fan. I guess this one will be okay. Ooh. Alright. So. Now. Actually, yeah, this will be really nice because these guys are still low health. And these gates are super close together. So. Alright. Here's another trick you can do, right? Instead of drinking my mana potion now, cast Nightmare Aura. Now drink my mana potion. Boom. And now, here's the cool trick, right? If I spawn in on an orb, nothing happens, and I can buy Ghostfire. And then, no. You are relying a little bit on RNG. Since Nightmare Aura randomly deals Arcane or Dark. But look, I already got a little ghosty here. So now what you do, you gotta set it up and just start chucking fireballs at stuff. Yeah, that's the nice thing. Ghosts are completely immune to fire, so feel free to lob away at them. Alright, look. Even with those couple of things, I already have a bunch of ghosts here. The nice thing is the ghosts do less fire damage. So you can actually trigger it a little easier. Yeah, that's beautiful. Ooh. See, this build is also pretty good at closed maps. You know, you see all this maze-like area. Because Nightmare Aura doesn't care. It'll hit through walls. Okay. Ooh, alright. So, now that's basically that's the base of it. Right? So we've got our Nightmare Aura, which will randomly deal darker arcane damage, and then I've got a fireball. So if I can hit things with a fireball on the same time that Nightmare Aura deals dark damage to them, then it'll spawn a ghost, and the ghost will start, you know, chucking fireballs for me. Shout out to Secluded Shrines mod, by the way. So, alright. Now that we're started, now enemies are starting to get a little bit more complicated. And here we can already see, right? We'll take a peek in here. This is a bad rift. If I were to go into this rift, my run would end. These imps resist fire and dark. They're not immune, but 75%, that's a lot. Same thing. These ghosts, 75% resist dark. You could still trigger Ghostfire off of it. And same thing. These Firestorm imps, which actually have a pretty big, at least for now, they have a pretty big area of effect attack. So we're going to skip that. Let's take a look around. Ooh, see, another fire one. Ooh. Ooh. Even though this one wouldn't be as bad, since at least these orcs are and these ogres are big and chunky, and I can use them to trigger the Ghostfire. I will go in. You can see something a little spicier. Alright, let's see. Where to spawn? Ugh. Oh, here. So, remember that Storm Troll crown I talked about earlier? What this does is it creates 4 gates, 4 Storm Troll gates, which they take a couple of turns to start spawning things, but if you can find a nice closed off area, right, because nothing can get in here, this is all a big wall, I can spawn in here, and if I can defend these long enough, alright, 2 turns, they're gonna start spawning stuff, and I can just stand here. Look at this, all my ghosts. All of these little ghosts here are just spawning. Alright, now keep in mind this guy's 75% resist fire. And there go my Storm Trolls. Probably didn't need to actually use it, but oh well. There they go. We're going in. We're trolls. These trolls are nice because they regenerate 5 health a turn. So this should be able to solo pretty much anything except, well, fire enemies. Nice. Alright. Pass a couple of turns. Those can despawn. There you go. Beautiful. Now we are ready to get the next step in this. Alright. Alright, wait. Well, let's see. How do I like to take it? Well, so you have a couple of ways you can go. Either you can upgrade Nightmare Aura, just because it's so strong. Duration and max charges. I actually like to go for another Dark and Enchantment spell. The Restless Dead. So what this guy does is that whenever a living enemy dies, and you can tell an enemy is living by hovering over it, you see the living tag. Whenever a living enemy dies, you resurrect it as a skeleton. Which is more dudes for you. Ooh, see, this is going to be a great realm. Right? Even though there's these fire lizards here, right? These polar bears are weak to fire. And normally these towering toad beasts are pretty annoying because they regenerate health. They have the troll regeneration. But when they take fire damage, it's disabled. Let's see, where do we spawn? I'm going to say right here. It doesn't super matter. I wanna start getting ghosts going. Alright, we'll start. Okay, here we are. Let's see. Boy, before I jump in. That should be the easiest. The best thing you can do as a new player is to don't look for the rifts with the best rewards. Look for the rifts that are the easiest to clear. Alright, here we go. So, Nightmare Aura. Bam! Go in. Is there a way I can... No. Not without getting exited. Alright. We'll probably take a little bit of damage here, but that's okay. Alright, here we go. Uh-oh, see? Nothing. These guys haven't taken any fire damage. There we go. Alright, now we started going up. Alright. We're going. We're okay. The nice thing, even though the ghosts are temporary, the skeletons are permanent. Well, except... see, probably will not be able to take out the toad beasts themselves. Nope. Uh-oh. Alright. Well, might as well pop that. Use a mana potion. Ah, we're okay. We still have 2 mana potions. Get some fire ghosts going. Beautiful, look at that. A little more expensive than I hoped, but that's okay. We're big boys. Unfortunately, we're probably not going to take advantage of this nature circle. But now we can get another skill. Alright, and you notice that I barely cast any spells, right? Most of that turn, that rift realm, most of that time I was just walking around letting my ghosts and skeletons do everything. But now we're gonna get a new skill. Alright, Dark Hungry Dead. So your summoned undead units gain hunger. Hunger deals 7 dark damage up to 3 tiles away, and it heals them for the damage dealt, too. But the important part there is that it deals, well, two things. It deals dark damage, and it gives them a little bit of range. But dark damage, all my enemies are dark, or all... what was I going to say? All of my minions now can self-generate. They cast fire and dark. Okay. So, we're looking at this one. This one's okay. I'm looking, because I like the heart. Ruby hearts are really good. They're basically your margin for error. The more health you have. I feel like last round, I took a lot. 49 damage. That would have killed me if I didn't have 2 extra hearts. Alright, alright. See, this one, even though it does have 2 healing potions, I already have 2 healing potions. Alright. Might be a little annoying with these earth trolls regenerating health, but shouldn't be too hard to set up. The only thing we're really concerned about are these dark tormentors. You see, they resist dark 100%. So, we want to watch that. Let's see, where can I get the most, where can I put out the most fire and dark damage? I think these guys are just gonna die. I think I want to be by the ghosts. All right, here we go. Actually, just for safety, let's heal up. Be kind of embarrassing to die on my own little tutorial video like that. All right, let's see. All right, here we go. Come on, game. Someone's got big fire damage there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. See, that's the one bad thing. Oh, maybe we can walk our way out of this. Look at that. Oh. Beautiful. There you go. Once it gets going, it's pretty efficient. Now, what you can do, well, you can, once again, you can upgrade the duration of Restless Dead. I usually like to upgrade the radius of Nightmare Aura. That extra 3 radius is huge. I think I'm gonna upgrade, get the radius up, and then next realm I will get. Look at all these. Actually, this one's probably good. Oh, and if it's nice and close too. All right. Ugh. See, we want to kill this guy right away. He should die. There we are. And that's the nice thing about this build, too. The fire ghost, you can just lob fireballs at him. It doesn't matter. Comes a swamp queen. Make sure to get rid of her real fast. And now everything should take care of it. So. So look at that. We're at the end of Realm 7. We got 125 health. We still have enough casts to get us through to the next realm. And 4 spell points, which we can use to get anything. So that's just a quick little example of how to get synergies to work. You notice that the Nightmare Aura, it'll do damage even if I'm not casting it. And Fireball, even though it is a little bit of luck reliant, Fireball's, I mean, it can cover a pretty decent range. And you just pick the right realm and it'll self-propagate. Sorry if this is a little janky. This is my first time doing this. Maybe I'll do a couple of more of these basic builds, just to show people some of the other ways that you can build. Just things that are good and easy and new. Let me know if there's feedback or what. I don't know. Anyway, later.